Hello everyone, how good of you to join. Welcome to IXION. That is a new game that is coming out sometime this year, and the developers say it's Frostpunk but in space. We basically, have to survive on a space station in the orbit of Earth, and we need to survive, we need to build up, we need to expand, and we can even travel with the space station to other planets and stuff like that, all in beautiful 3D graphics. I have no idea about this game so far. We have the playtest here, so I think I can play around 30 minutes or something like that, just to get you a sneak preview of what this game is all about, and hopefully we get a full version then soonish. Let's start a new game, shall we?
Launch control, we have Tiqqun clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Flight procedures, check. Guidance go.
EA algorithm online.
Batista safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMB Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad.
Minus 30 seconds.
Deflectors up.
Opening matches. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Ignition.
4, 3, 2, 1. Launch sequence complete. EMB Charon heading for low Earth orbit. Transferring data to inner heaven.
Keep it rolling.
Visualize the Proximius Tiqqun structure.
PPS Tiqqun to EMD share. You have clearance for final approach. EMD share. You have been assigned to Tiqqun docking bay. Welcome on board, passengers. Shuttle EMV Charon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew
here we are now.
members. Welcome on board the Tiqqun, property of DOLOS Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity's future. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tiqqun. In accordance with the Munchie Protocol, I have been designed to take into consideration your complete psychological profile so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure the Tiqqun's automated systems function efficiently. I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and DOLOS colonization tests.
So this is now Giovanni Battista.
I wanted to introduce you to your first tasks personally.
And he's going to basically now talk us through the early beginning here of what we have. So there it is in all its glory, our space station, right? So we can, well, it has lots of modules and we can expand it then with new functions. Right now we are right in front of Earth. We are not only having the station itself, which is only a tiny part, by the way. We're in sector 1, right? There's some over here. And of course, we have quite a lot of sectors. And not only that, we can also zoom out into the well, the solar system map that we can see here right now, where we are right now here, and we can then travel to the other ones. So Moon, for example, Mars and Neptune, we have some asteroid belts for mining operations then. But right now, all we need to do here is starting up our basic operation. Now, let's just go ahead. I think we have a mission there, build a workshop too. Perfect. Let's start with a basic road that we can have. So we got a few roads here, right? So this space station is kind of like inoperable for the moment, and we need to put it back online more or less. Let's just have the road here, and then I'm going to have the road here that continues to this one. So we connect basically now the road systems that we have for the moment, also connecting the debris that we have. Workshop, there it is, allows for the construction of other buildings inside the Tiqqun, sending a construction mech to construction sites. And this one costs me 20 steel. Alloys, we don't have any of them yet. Some 2 energies, we have 14 out of 60 we are using, and 4 people that it needs. Let's just have a look around. Since it's the construction workshop, perhaps we should have it a bit further off center. So, oh, perhaps actually we could have it somewhere over here, I guess, or somewhere over here. There's lots of debris here, basically. We could also just have it here in the center. Let's just have it there for now, right? That's the first one. So there you go, our first building with the mechs on board, and this one is actually working right away. The other ones do need construction time though, not the workshop. Build a stockpile would be our next one. There it is, stockpile small. We can have a couple of them here. Yep, we can definitely choose 2 in this area. So that's number 1, and then number 2 as well. Let's build the second one right away. And with the stockpile, so this one here now, we can now choose the alloys that we want to store in here. And as we can see, my transporters are already delivering now the alloys that we still have left over in our docking bay. There you go. So we still have 18 in it, and it's being delivered now. We can also mark the available ruins here for salvaging, right? So we can take them, and they're then automatically transferring that over. Another very important thing is food. So at the moment it's at 0. And we probably will need to activate our first food stockpile then. Let's just wait it out here. There you go. First quest completed. And we get another incoming transmission.
I have established a connection with DOLOS's lead data scientist, Emma Klein.
Administrator, Mr. Dolos has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security.
What I can see right now is they definitely need to work on these models. That looks absolutely hideous. Sorry to say that, but there's no other way of saying around that. These models are absolutely not okay. The buildings look fine, but I don't know what that is here.
Between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or data listening
So this is an early playtest version, an alpha version more or less. Nothing here that comes close with the final version then, of course. Now, that's the first one. The next one would be communal dining. We have now our first event, so we have events with our people then as well. And the crew members currently have no means for collecting food supplies, and we do need to do something about that. And the first thing is my stockpile should store some food, right? And we do have some food over here, as we can see, right? In this one, 300 of it. So let's deliver that over to my stockpile there. By the way, we don't have any difficulty settings yet, right? So this is just a playtest. I'm pretty much going with what the developers seem fit that I should do. Now, place down the refractory. That is this one here. That is for food. And we should find us a good way of actually placing this somewhere. And yeah, let's go ahead and place this one right here, because we can then have a road that's probably going to a crossing here, and then we can have more buildings in this first block that we have there now. Build a refractory. So this one takes now 40 alloys before we can finish its construction. We're still building up the basic base, right? We don't have anything else yet here working for us. Only some busy streets over here. The cars look fine too. It's really just these people. if we can call them that. That bother me a bit here right now. Tutorials. Who needs tutorials? We have the knowledge of the universe at our hands. There it is. The refactory is being built right now in construction. So this is now the first building that actually takes time to construct, right? As we can see, there's one of my mech bots now. And this guy is working on it. Build up our first building over here. We can also speed it up all the way to level 3 if we want to. And feed 200 crew members with the refactory. So that's going to take a bit of time now. As we can see, food production has started.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Marduk Council member.
Alright, pass him through. Bonjour, Henri Barayaville. What a wonderful day to embrace our fate. And he's basically talking about trade partners now. And we need to assign a cargo ship for that to trade with the outer world. And this also opens up the space exploration objective. Our next goal here, we have 2 missions now. The other one is build a cargo ship and build a science ship. That we can do in a docking bay. We have 3 slots available right now, docking platforms. And there's a cargo ship. There we go. And then we have the science ship over here. So both of them can be constructed now. There's a problem. And the problem is polymer. We don't have any of that. And it costs 10 polymer each. Let's just have a look around. There is polymer actually. Here, there's 40. And there's 50 of that. So also our basic resources. And for that I will need another... Nope, not a docking bay. I will need a stockpile. That I would like to squeeze into this area there too. Alright, so we got 3 of them now. And I can still squeeze in another one up there then. Once we've cleared this pile there. Which I, by the way, need to do because we're out of alloys. So I need to get rid of more ruins then. There is another one. Let's clear both of them. As we continue. There's also some people working in that now. 5 workers. Right, we have 85 people available. That's 85 workers because we don't have any other type of people at the moment in the space station. These are just going to work on that. While we finish the stockpile. Let's just speed it up. Oh, and there's also an event. Some crew members have no quarters to live in. Commit to build living spaces. Another quest that we can do. And that is build houses for your citizens. Here we have now the stockpile. Small. Whoops. Over there. And let's just assign the alloys to that. And now... Oh, not the polymers. And now we can open up these down here. Also, let's clear this one. This ruin and this ruin. And now we need to build some houses, right? There we have it. The basic crew quarters, 15 alloys it costs. It's actually pretty big. Alright, so this building here, not so easily done. Let's just see where we could find us a suitable location for that. Perhaps just here. 2 of them. Connecting them with a street. Finish this block here too. This one, let's clear it so we can add more crew quarters than in that area. Very good. And since we have so many people, let's just check it. How much food supply do we have? Average balance per day is 4 at the moment. So perfectly fine for 1 refactory. So we don't need to care about that. Let's continue building some more crew quarters because that's basically our most important mission right now. Otherwise, we are facing riots. There, I'm finishing a full block of it. And as we can see, there's the crew members, the quarters coming online. And thus these streets are filling up with more people. Kind of like, looks like a beautiful cyberpunk village there. Alright, we also got the polymers that we need. And there it is. The science ship is already in construction. And also the cargo ship has been finished. Both of them are finished. And configure the cargo ship to retrieve food from the fleet management window and resolve the moon event. Let's just go to space again. There we are. And there he is, the fleet manager. And here I do have my cargo ship, and it can retrieve 100 food. There you go. So this is... There's something close by, it seems. Or we actually collected from Earth. No idea. Something about that. And then, if I go one step further, there is the moon. Ah, there it is. Look at that. There is actually a supply depot with the 100 food. And there we have moon. This one needs a science ship though, so I need to select my science ship and send it over to Moon. So there it is, on its way now.
Science ship has arrived at destination.
Very good. Summary of intelligence collected from the abandoned space camp. The base is out of commission, auxiliary systems are operational and may be used to restore power. There is an average probability of finding resources. And transmission from the professor's team, we have reached the UN base using the provided coordinates. It is abandoned and depressurized. The cool thing is, it is really seeming to be, you know, based on science. So there's no fantasy elements or anything like that. Exploit the security or dismantle it. Let's exploit it. The security surveillances. By the way, we've also just finished the food event, but I don't see any rewards coming out of that. Nope, no rewards, unfortunately. And there the event is now being researched, right? We're just having a look at that. Taking a short time.
A science ship team
There you go.
has completed a task.
And transmission from the professor's team, we hacked into the main computer systems as you ordered and found several relevant research papers and data sets. We get 40 research points. And now we could dismantle it? Yes, now we can dismantle the camp. Let's also do this. Let's just get everything out of it that there is. And once again, this has been finished. And also, let's get the remaining resources. And with that, we have finished the event, salvaging still the rest, getting us the science points. Let's get back into the station. Because in the station, we have finished all the crew quarters now. And I think with that, also the quest. Perfect. And there's an incoming transmission from
Greetings, Administrator. I'm Dr. Abhinav
Munshi.
Munshi, DOLOS expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm glad to
And he
finally
likes to
meet
hold a
you,
cup of coffee.
even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague Philip Stanford couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vohle engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities. You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tiqqun's core systems. I hope.
Alright, so basically we need to find a way now of getting out to space without people there as well. So the EVA lock is my next one. And for that, first of all, we need to build the tech lab to start the researching. There you go, tech lab. And it's a huge building, as we can see. Do I have space for that? Anywhere? Down here there would be some space. Holy cow, this is huge. And there is not a lot of things that I could do. There is actually some room, but I think I would block off the other side here, right? Tricky one. Down here, perhaps? Nope. Alright, let's have it then here. Somewhere along the line. There you go. We can also clear these ruins there, by the way, that I should be doing. Oh, and they still need a road connection here. Right, the road needs to be built, of course, first. There you go. All the way over it. It needs 75 alloys. That's quite a lot. Right, so we definitely want to clear these ruins here. Getting a lot of materials out of it. And I wonder what happens if we run out of any materials here. What do we need to do then? Let's also get the polymers into our storage depots. And we're full on food, by the way. Here I can finish another road that leads to those supplies down here. And a little bit later, finally someone can actually work on it after delivering all the resources. And with just a few seconds, we have finished our tech lab. Perfect. Let's just have a look. It produces now 1 science point every 5 cycles, and we already have 80 of them. Research the EVA airlock technology. So let's have a look at the tech tree. This is the inner circle that we already had available, right? And as we can see, there's quite a few techs that we need to research on our way to space domination, or whatever is at the end of this game. And EVA airlock over here repairs the hull and can construct exterior structures. 30 points it costs me. And oh, there's lots of upgrades available to this one. Is that actually the case for every tech? Yes. So the crew quarters could be upgraded. Right, all of them have upgrades, even the inner techs. Pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and have the EVA airlock researched now, and this is taking a bit of time. And after a bit of time, we have it researched, and we now need to build it. Well, let's have a look where we got it. EVA airlock. Oh my goodness, another huge building. Lucky us, we do have some space. Not really here, but here. There is some space. Perfect. Let's get cracking on this huge, tremendously huge building. We have some alloys still in store, but it's not enough. Let's get rid of this ruin there and this one that we have here as well. And I'm going to expand my road network. There you go. Taking a bit of time here once again, since this is a really huge building. While we build that, what I can see too is that food is going down at the moment. We have the refactory, but it's not producing enough food anymore. So let's just go ahead and have another one of these. We can have it actually here now, so the ruins are gone, as we can see. Let's build it like that, so we can squeeze in a road, right? And thus we make another stockpile possible here in the back. So we have then this whole block of stockpiles available, but that would be for later. I don't think we need another stockpile for now. We can probably build, though, another refactory here. Yeah, it produces how much food per day? There's up to 10 food. Right. Right now, as we can see, though, we still are pretty deep negative. So I hope that with that we can solve it. We have 60 more food in store, though. So that should be fine. 80 so far. But of course, this one here needs the resources first. 100 is quite a lot. There you go. This can start construction now, and now this one is being delivered. Very funny thing happening here. Those people apparently seem to be trapped in this circle here. So some of them are just walking around aimlessly now. And I think the more people go this way, the more trapped in here. Perhaps this leads to some instability in my productions. Who knows? We can, fortunately, though, delete those roads. So let's just do this. Because I think this just bugged those people out. There you go. Now you can walk around again. Perfect. Those very strange looking people. At least that's something. Meanwhile, we have finished the EVA airlock, and we can now start external construction. So this has been finished now on top of it. And out here we can now have the Vohle engine. Allows the Tiqqun to traverse self-similar space in order to reach far-flung destinations. Costs me 100 alloys once more. As if we don't have enough alloy consumption already. But we still have a couple more of these ruins. So this one we can exploit now. And then this one, this one, this one. So also complete the inner block.
Power supply overloaded.
And also, we have reached our power cap. Was it my mistake? I don't think so.
Administrator,
Who's coming? Empower the Tiqqun. There's a new objective. So I guess this is scripted. Deactivate buildings in the power management view to reduce electricity consumption. I guess for now, let's go with the refactory. I think one of them actually did the trick here. There you go. Turn the power back on. And I would like to do this. Oh, we have to wait a bit of time here until we can do this. Now we can turn it back on. But how can we produce more power? We need to build solar panels, and this we can do on the outer side at the EVA airlock. Right, so that is, oops, here, solar panel. There you go, a medium one, there's a small one, and as we can see, they're then being added to the station, and we can expand them even further if we want to. And this is how the station changes its appearance over time. Let's build the small one for now. Should provide enough electricity. Everything that we have done. And that's 20 alloys and 20 polymers that we have to use for that. And it's being then delivered here to the EVA airlock. And as we can see, building materials are already being delivered. And there's the construction. Let's have a look outside. Can we actually see this somewhere? There it is. Look at that. There is actually our first solar power panel. And with that, we have now 85 electricity available. Perfect. Now we can put this one online again. Start producing food here too. So now we have a positive food surplus again. And now we need to construct the engine. Right, so that is... I think we already nope, there it is. Go ahead and do this. 100 alloys we need for that. Quite a lot. And it has been finished. Perfect. And someone wants to talk with me.
Administrator. I'm glad to
DOLOS.
see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like DOLOS who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past. As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through DOLOS, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tiqqun is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate.
Hey, thank you for that. So that we have a bit of a context. And we now need to depart the solar system. No. Apart from the solar system, move the Tiqqun into orbit of the moon. That would be our first target here. So I need to, I think, activate my station. There it is. And we need to move it to Earth, to moon. There you go. It's now moving. Off it goes. It takes a bit of time to get there, I think. Yes. Right. And I think that's it. There you go. And where's moon? Oh, no, there is moon. There is the moon. Perfect. Now we are in front of another planet. Sorry, it's the moon, of course. Initiate a wall jump via the button in the planetary system map. So now comes the planetary system. Incoming transmission. Who wants to talk with us? Please make sure that we have everything secured once we start the holding process. And there's the Vohle engine now. And with this one, I don't know, I think with this one we can then go to another planet. Like Mars, for example.
Charging Vohle engine.
Alright, there's the charge starting up. And this one is pushing us then, I think, out of the solar system. Yep. I think that might be the case. And charge is complete.
Vohle engine ready.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. DOLOS carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tiqqun Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vohle engine.
Okay, that certainly was an interesting turn of events there at the end. And that's the playtest. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll come back here once the full game launches. Stay tuned.